welcome back to Algebra 1. Today we're doing lesson 14.6, Algebraic Solutions of Complete Quadratic Equations. So previously we've looked at incomplete quadratic equations and partial quadratic equations. Today we're going to look at complete ones. So a quadratic equation that contains both the second and the first power of one unknown number is called a complete quadratic equation. Example is x squared plus 3x equals 10, and 4x squared minus x equals 3. So these both contain the first power and the second power of the unknown number, making them both complete quadratic equations. So to solve a complete quadratic equation by factoring, we review the solution of quadratic equations that was given previously, and you can find it on page 297 of your textbook. And you can use this method in solving the following exercises. So let's look at some of the examples that we have here. So we have x squared minus 2x minus 15 equals 0. Now the first thing we're going to do is just factor these out. So basically unfoil it. And we know that there's going to be an x on both, and because one's a negative, because they're both negative, we're going to have one negative and one positive. Now we have 15 and 2, a positive 3, and a negative 5 will get us, multiplied together will get us 15, and added together will get us 2. And then we're going to pull them out. So we have x minus 5 equals 0, and x plus 3 equals 0. And then add 5 to both sides. We end up with x equals 5. Subtract 3 from both sides, x equals negative 3. So therefore our answers are 5 and negative 3. And we can check this by plugging the answers back into the equation and coming up with the right solutions. Now if we have 6x squared minus 7x minus 20 equals 0. Again, we're going to factor this. So we have our x's. Because they're both subtract, we're going to have positive and negative. And because we have a 6 here, we need something that's going to also help factor that 6 in. So these are going to be 3 and 2, as 3 times 2 will get us 6. And then we have 20 multiplied together, we're going to get 20. Added together, we need 7. So we have 4 and 5. So then we're going to factor them. So 3x plus 4 equals 0, and 2x minus 5 equals 0. So now we're going to subtract 4 from both sides, get us 3x equals negative 4, and then divide both sides by 3. So x is going to equal negative 4 over 3. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. So 2x equals 5 as we added 5 to both sides. Divide both sides by 2, and x equals 5 over 2. And then we have our answers. Alright, so this is all based on things that you've done before and ideas that you've already done, so it should be relatively easy for you to do. Let's go over one of your problems. Let's do problem 12 together. So you have 55 plus x times x plus 16 equals 0. But the first thing we're going to do for this problem is we're going to divide x into this. So we're going to end up with 55 plus x squared plus 16x all equal to 0. Then we want to rearrange our equation so that it's in the quadratic format that we're used to seeing. X squared plus 16x plus 55 is equal to 0. And from here we can factor as normal, because we have 2 positives. Both of these are going to be positives. And then 11 and 5 will get us our answer, as it's quite easy to figure out what times what is going to get us 55, but the same numbers added together will get us 16. And from here, x plus 11 equals 0, x plus 5 equals 0, subtract 11, x equals negative 11, subtract 5, x equals negative 5. Alright, so this is a very simple and easy lesson. Shouldn't take you all that long to get through. For classwork today, you have 2 through 20 evens. For homework, you have 1 through 19 odd. And that's all you have for today. So I'll see you next time.